All right, folks, this is another recorded drawing session. Not sure how long this is going to be, maybe 8 to 10 minutes, or until I get another call from Uber. As you can see, I am using the brush that I created, the inking brush. I kind of like how this one turns out. It's not quite perfect yet. I still think I need a little bit more tapering when there's very low pressure. But I'm looking for like a simple opaque black inking brush with rough edges. Now, when I have the Apple Pencil at an angle, it kind of does this, which I don't really like. Um, I want to keep things consistent, but as long as I hold it at like a more straight angle to the tablet, it keeps this sort of opaque, rough texture. This is my favorite type of brush, but I think I need a little bit more pressure sensitivity on the light touch because there's a minimum thickness here, which I want the minimum thickness to be a little bit smaller than that. But overall, this is pretty good for inking, and I'm just gonna work with this. Um, I'm gonna try to make sure I don't zoom in very much. And I think honestly, like the previous layer that I was doing, like this type of brush looks cleaner, but it would take a lot of time to like really clean it up, to make it look nice. And for this brush, I kind of like it rough and black, and it fits the type of project that I'm doing because this commission was not supposed to take that long anyway. So, um, I, and I've always considered one of my specialties to be like line art, and with black lines, and I think this is kind of just up my alley. In the future, I still think I want to work at a larger resolution, but honestly, for this particular project, the resolution of the image is going to be scaled down to a pretty small size anyway. Right now, I'm at I think 16 by 9, and it's going to be scaled down to like half, and then another half, a quarter of the size. So whatever lines I make need to be bold and strong, so that they're visible at that scale. Now, over time, I have gotten better with line weight, um, especially using dark black brushes like this. And when I was working in Krita, I was always zooming in and out, and I know I have, my left hand here to press undo and to like zoom in and out. This is an iPad, um, but I'm still gonna try to minimize it. I'd rather use the eraser instead. So I'm using the same brush to erase itself. That's always been my preference, so that it keeps the texture. So for some reason I couldn't draw off the edge there. And that's my favorite thing about a good inking brush is that if you can use itself to erase itself with a rough edge texture, it will look like you didn't erase at all. It will look like that was one of your strokes and you meant to do it. Now this is an evil villain, so and masculine, alien. So I don't really want to have like smooth curves on his forms. Like it's okay if it kind of has this rough looking texture on the skin. I think there was a cuff here. I don't know if I'm gonna make this metallic or what kind of texture or something. But now that we're in the line art, I can really take creative liberties with like different strokes. I should like angle it better. There. Something like this. Yeah, I think I can get some pretty good progress on this line art today. I wish that there was a timer showing me how long this recording is, but I'll just keep going until it feels right, until I feel like I made good progress. just a feeling. So just a quick update of my life. I have been doing multiple jobs lately. I still work at that the retail department of a tech company, and I'm a seasonal employee, but my season actually just got extended, which I'm thankful for. So I'm going to be working another extra month and a half there, which is good. I get a couple more paychecks than I expected. I'm going back to school to get my credential as an accountant. Sorry, my degree as an accountant, but my credential as a teacher. So substitute teacher. I already passed the test needed to get a substitute credential, but I have to also be enrolled in a bachelor's degree program. Really any bachelor's degree program. And I'm going to go for business administration and accounting, which I think is a pretty strong program at the school that I'm choosing. Get a degree in that and start my own career in that. Maybe even start my own business or get hired at a firm. Who knows? I don't really know. I don't know what the plan is exactly. I just know I do want an accounting degree, and then if I can start my own business, that would be great. Regardless of what I do, I realized in my 20s that I wanted to be my own boss and have my own business, and I know that comes with a bunch of its own challenges, but I prefer it much more than being employed with some large company. Even one of the best companies in the world, which I would say that I work for right now, still, even with all its benefits, I want to use the benefits and keep the benefits, but there's no greater benefit than having, to me, a sense of agency, autonomy almost. But I know even in life there are better things than autonomy and agency, and that is the love of God. But I won't get into that too much right now, I guess, unless maybe I will. It's just something I've been reflecting on a lot lately. But in the past couple of days, because I do daily reflections and daily prayers, past couple of days, one of my big reflections is that perfection and the pursuit of perfection, I've been asking myself, is the pursuit of perfection perfection? Because when people say nobody's perfect, I guess that's true. You're right, but is that an excuse that we shouldn't pursue, like a life where we don't make mistakes, or a life where we're just being as productive as we possibly can? And when we're doing quote unquote our best, doesn't that require mistakes for us to know how to be better? Doesn't it require challenge? Doesn't it require scientific method and ways of improvement in order for us to even recognize how we can be better? So now I've realized perfection is not a moment in time, a state of being that's temporary, or like an instant where it's like, okay, I'm perfect now, and then in the next moment, am I still perfect? Rather, is perfection a process? Is perfection, the mastery of development? And I don't think so. I still don't think it is, because, we're getting closer. But I think, I don't know. I think I'm getting closer, and it's still something I think about a lot, because it's like I want to be perfect every day. And some friends have told me, dude, you're not going to be perfect. That's just not possible. No one's perfect. It's like this thing that people believe, and I just ask myself, is it true? So there's one, like, for example, can I be the perfect businessman or employee, or perfect in productivity? Is that even possible? Because that's quantifiable. And I think if something is quantifiable, then it can't be perfect, right? Unless you're going for 100%. Does 100%, does that mean perfect? Because let's say I have a lemonade stand, and one day I sell 25 lemonades, and then the next day I sell 100 lemonades. Well, let's say I expand the business, and one day I have a super amazing lemonade truck, lemonade store, and then a lemonade superstore, and then I sell 1 million lemonades in a day. Well, what does perfect mean? You can sell infinity lemonades, and you that'll be the end of it. Like 1 billion lemonades is still not infinity. It's not even close. So if it's quantifiable, can you reach perfection? Well, let's say, okay, I personally have a mechanical limit right now of selling 50 lemonades today. Can we sell 40 to get 80%. Well, we can get pretty close. Can we sell 45? Can we get a day where we sell 48 lemonades? Because we have a physical limit of 50 today. Well, let's say we sell 50 and we get a perfect day. Is that perfection? So that makes me wonder, like, as a human being, there's really no limit to what we can imagine we can achieve, but we have human limit. So is perfection pursuing that limit? I don't know. These are the types of questions I ask myself throughout the day. All the while just trying to keep moving. Movimiento es vida. Yeah. So those are my thoughts lately. I think this is going to be like a shoulder pad kind of thing. I want this. It's going to look a little bit like armor, but also I kind of want him almost. I don't know if you something where you can't be able to tell if it's part of his body or not. Because I kind of saw that in the references I was looking at. Something like this where it's textured. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. So keep it looking alien-like. Yeah, so those are my reflections on perfection as I'm doing alien line art here. Yeah, that's it. This is pretty cool, actually. And we'll go shadows under here. Get some shading in there. Cross hatching, some hatching shading. Get under there. Actually, we'll start here. This is why I enjoy just simple blacking brushes. You can do this kind of hatching shading, which I really enjoy. This line is not in the right spot, so we'll go. So this was kind of going up his pectoral here, so we'll kind of move it that way. Anyway, I think that was a pretty good length of a video. Again, thank you to that one guy who said I was improving. I really appreciate that comment. We're going to keep going with the line art in the next video. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.